Part of the anxiety of fishermen is they simply don't know how long they will be forced to keep their boats docked. There is some speculation that unless they can get that BOP at the floor of the ocean, the floor of the sea, to work, that there will have to be relief wells drilled or some other unconventional method of stopping the flow of water. So it could mean, as we heard just a few minutes ago from Allison Braxton, perhaps months without for commercial fishing going underway. And part of the frustration is what Rob Masson talked with today. And here's his story now with Plaquemines Parish fishermen.
We are back out at the Venice dock where the effort to get containment boom out to the coastal areas of Louisiana continues. And we've been telling you today about the effort to sign up fishers and shrimpers to be involved in the cleanup effort. And while some felt good that they could get involved, there are some concerns about the way that is going down. And joining me now is the Vice President of the Louisiana Shrimpers Association, A.C. Cooper. And A.C., at first, this was something that you guys were looking for, but what are your big concerns at this point?
Well, we've been working for about 3-4 days, 5 days. Today's the 5th day that we have been working with them. We're trying to get on board because we do want to go out there and try to save what we can. And it was doing well. We're working with them. We have contracts through BP. Well, maybe a subcontractor through BP. But then today we started out with another program that they started with, which is totally different from yesterday, and now they're trying to get you to volunteer your services to go to work and give up all ability on it, and that's something that we can't do this. Now, and first on this one yesterday, that they was going to open up docks and few docks so we can get fuel and all, but now they telling us as of yesterday evening, this was an agreement that we had to put up all the money for the fuel for 90 days. Now, come on. We can't do that. We just went through a bad year. We've been fighting imports and all. We low on cash. We had Katrina. We all loaned out. They want us to put the bill for their bill. Why don't they do? And the agreement was that they was going to do a place where we can go get a fuel, and they was going to pay for it. And now it's totally different. And that's not going to work. There's no way these people go 90 days and pay the fuel. So we just can't handle it. And then today when you go about 200 people sign up voluntarily to give up their right to go work for them, and we can't have that.
What rights would they give up if they signed the document?
If they signed the document, they would go volunteer work. You're working for them. But if you should happen to get hurt out there, their contractors, them, nobody's liable. If you go get killed out there or something happens out there, you can't hold nobody accountable. So this is not going to work. And I had 200 fishermen this morning sign up, not knowing where they'll sign up. I went to the school and I requested all of them back. They have yet to give them back. And I asked them nicely. We did all we could, give them back. I talked with the BP, whoever was manager or whoever it was, and they said they're training 50, 60 people right now. And they said it was down Coast Guard Road. And I went and looked to try to stop them, to tell them what they was doing to them, and we couldn't find them.
And AC, this is your attorney, Jim Crane. Jim, why is this a dangerous document for some of the shrimpers to sign?
Well, basically, it's a very, very broad release and waiver of all rights, liabilities under contract. Tort means injury, negligence, any type of injury. For example, suppose they send these paid volunteers out on a vessel that's not very well fit and it capsizes and causes either severe injuries or death. Under this release, they're saying you can't sue BP, you can't sue BP's contractors, you can't sue anybody for those types of injuries. It's a very, very broad waiver and very, very dangerous. I recommend nobody would sign such a document. Now, when I looked at it yesterday, and they had given me the master charter agreement, I looked at that very closely, and it's basically a standard charter agreement. Obviously, the shrimpers have to look at from a financial standpoint whether they can live with this, but from a legal standpoint, it shows responsibilities on both sides. The shrimpers have responsibilities to protect certain people, and the charter, whoever it's going to be chartering the vessel from, whether it's one of BP's contractors or whatever, they have certain responsibilities. There's no waiver, no broad waiver in that contract as there is now. And one of the things I'm concerned about is they're going to start tacking the broad waiver onto the master charter agreement as well. So that's a real concern.
AC, how worried are you about this spill on your industry?
I'm very worried. This is something that can devastate the whole industry. As it was, we was down already with everything going on with us. And look, we didn't want to come to the media. I've been avoiding the media. I didn't want to do this, but it come to a point now that we have to do what we have to do to protect our fishermen.
All right. A.C. Cooper, Jim Crane, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it, sir. And that's a story from here at the Venice dock. BP continues signing people up, but as you could hear, there are some concerns about the legal rights that fishermen might be giving up. So it might be good for everybody to take a good hard look at those contracts before they sign them, and that's according to the Louisiana Shrimpers Association. We'll toss it back to you.
And that was Rob Masson earlier today. There has been an important update since Rob filed that report, and that is that BP will in fact drop the clause that would require the fishermen to surrender their legal rights. That is no longer in effect.